Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to Tipping with the Doctor. Facebook going live in 1 minute. Be with you soon. Okay, be right there together in 1 minute. Tell a friend to join us right now this Friday, where we will learn how to stretch a dollar. Okay? We have 1 more minute. So, time to log on and let's get this fun Frugal Friday kicked off. Let's see. Okay, it is now 6 o'clock. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to Fun Frugal Friday. I am your host, Dr. Jacqueline Brooks, and I'm coming to you live from Charlotte, North Carolina area, where today it was a little bit warm, but still a little cool. All right. So we are here in Charlotte and making the best of our station to place. I hope you are staying safe. And I just wanted to add a little humor to our day because remember, this is Fun Frugal Friday. So what do you think, Ashley? I hope you enjoy it, especially with the teacher and me being away from the kids. This gives me a chance to just try something new. Okay, so thank you again for joining in the topic today for our Fun Frugal Friday, where we learn how to stretch a dollar. All right. So today's topic, we are going to learn 6 unexpected ways to cut your debt, lower your bills, and secure your future during this pandemic. So right now some people are out of work and some people are not out of work, but those that are less fortunate to have as the money's coming in all the time. These are some things, even if you are still working, here are some ways where you can stretch your dollar and you can get, hey, Mr. Virgo and Edward, thank you for joining. These are some ways you can stretch your dollar and put some more money in your pocket, okay? So during this pandemic, if those of you that have student loans that you're still paying, you can stop paying your student loan debt for the next 6 months to September the 30th. If you need those funds, you can put those funds towards other bills that you may have and just pocket it in case you are spending more money for food or what have you. You do not have to worry about the interest, and that's the greatest thing. You do not have to worry about the interest on your student loans until September the 30th. Now, that does not mean that that payment will not be due or that it goes away. You still will have that amount there, but they're just giving you leeway. You do not have to pay that for 6 months. So that's a great way to put some money aside that if you're paying on your student loans. You can tell your, number 2, you can tell your car insurance company that you're not driving as much. Because when you were going to work, you usually tell them you travel so many miles back and forth and they charge you accordingly. Well, if you tell your car insurance company that you're not driving as much, they may give you a reduction on your monthly premium in April and in May, okay? Some companies, Geico is giving a 15% discount, and Liberty Mutual is giving a 15% discount, and USAA is giving a 20% credit for 2 months on their premiums. Now, I'm hoping that the other insurance companies will follow behind them, because I need to contact mine and tell them also, hey, look, cut me some slack here also. That's another way you can you can save money during this pandemic. All right. So, number three, you can leave your family a $1 million in leave your family $1 million in life insurance. Okay. You can get life insurance for $5 a month. Yes, $5 a month, and leave them a policy. If you're worried about, something might happen to you and you don't want to leave your loved ones struggling, or you just want to, hey, maybe you see this as their inheritance that you're leaving them, okay? So now is a good time to start planning for the future and looking into either term life insurance policies. There's a company called Bestow, Bestow. You can contact that company and find out how you can have a $1 million policy that you may leave your loved ones, okay? And the rates, as I stated earlier, start at just $5 a month, all right? And if you're under the age of 54 and want to get a fast life insurance quote without medical exam or even leaving the house, get a free quote from the Bestow company. Number 4, ask your electric company for a discount, even if you're using energy, all right? At this time, most of us, we're spending, more time at home, which causes our light bills to fluctuate and maybe get a little higher, our electricity bills, okay? But some power companies are lowering customers' bills because fuel costs have been lower. So Florida Power and Light plans to reduce residential bills by 25% beginning May 1st. And Duke Energy Florida is also temporary reducing the bills. So contact your electric company and find out, hey, can you help me out? Can you lower our bills during this time of the pandemic? All right. You can strike a deal. Number 5, you can strike a deal with your credit card company. Yes, just call your credit card company. If you're struggling to make your monthly bill payments, just call them and say, hey, I'm just out of work at this time, or things are hard right now, and I just want to let you know, so that they may be able to even waive late fees for you and waive interest charges for you, reducing your monthly payments or reducing interest rates, which makes it better for you, okay? This won't be a forever thing, but they may be able to do it for you for at least 3 months. So it doesn't hurt to call them and try and see what can happen for you. Number 6, you can ask for help. If you're you're in a bad situation, you want to avoid emerging from the pandemic, tens of thousands of dollars in debt, okay? Ask for help, all right? If you're struggling to make your mortgage payment, call the company. Even though there won't be any evictions or foreclosures, it doesn't mean that there won't be any late fees or something else happening with your interest rate. So it pays to communicate. It pays to communicate with the company to let them know what you are going through. Especially, sometimes they may make you provide proof that you've been laid off or that you need financial assistance. So it doesn't hurt to ask for relief, especially in a time like this where you might feel like you are just being tested a little bit, with everything that's going on. So those are 6 of ways you can save your money or stretch your dollar right now during this pandemic, all right? And I guess we have maybe about 2 more minutes, so I guess I can try something else with you, share something else with you right now. A lot of times, I think sometimes we have money and we spend our money on things that we think rich people would also do. But there's an article that says 8 things rich people always buy while the poor are in debt to get them. Okay? Sometimes I think we just don't use our money wisely, and this is a way to stretch your dollar. Now, they say the rich, what they do, they buy cheap sunglasses. All right? So, how many of you go out and make sure you spend $100, $200 on a pair of sunglasses or what have you? Well, guess what? The rich are buying cheap sunglasses. They notice the difference with how to how to spend their money. They would rather invest their money into something else than spend it on some things that we might think, So it's calling stretching your dollar. Okay. So when we want to stretch your dollar, you want to look at some things. Now, we think sometimes that they buy the biggest homes and the expensive cars and yachts and expensive clothes. But you know what? I'm going to leave you wondering about that until next time, because guess what? I always promise you that it will be 10 minutes and my 10 minutes are up. So I'd like to thank you, first of all, for joining me today with 10 minutes of tipping with the doctor. And if you know anyone else that you'd like to share this with, you can share this and tell them to join us. And don't forget to join us on Monday when we will have Meaningful Monday. And remember, what you create today is your yesterday, today, and your tomorrow. So choose wisely. Have a great evening. Goodbye. Thanks for joining.